Hi San Antonio and welcome to Park Bench. I'm your host, Michelle Martinez. The Parks and Recreation Department has a lot of fun things going on the next couple of months. And we have a great show that's going to tell you all about them. Let's get started. On this episode, we're taking a behind-the-scenes look at the bike shop where they maintain over 80 bikes for trail stewards. We're getting an update on park projects, visiting with adult and seniors, learning about pollinators, and be on the lookout for our friend Parker. We have a full show for you, so let's get started. If you've ever been out on our city trails, you've probably run into our trail stewards. They're the ones in the bright green t-shirts. Today we're at their bike shop where they store and maintain all of their bikes and equipment. Let's check it out.
So the trail stewards are the folks that are out on the trails in the bright green shirts, labeled Trail Steward on the back. There are 6 current locations that they are currently riding at this time. The Greenway trails, we have the Stinson Trail, Medina River, Leon Creek, South Salado and North Salado, and we have our West Side Trail. Out on the trail, they ride their bikes, and if there is somebody that they see along the trail that needs bike repair assistance, if they see signs of dehydration or if they look lost, then they're out there to give assistance. Even with dogs, if they look like they're panting, they have those collapsible doggy bowls and they give water to the dogs. They carry the little muppet bags and they'll hand out the bags so the people will pick up after their pets. And they have some literature that they'll give on different outreaches to help educate the public about picking up after the pets and properly discarding of pet waste.
Every day that we're out there, people stop us and ask us about the trail, ask us about our job. It's surprising the number of people we meet that don't know anything about the trail. They don't even know it's there. It's their first day out there. So we tell them about the trail and everything that's available to them. So that's the best part, is just interacting with people. This is where we store the bikes that are used out on the Greenway trails for the trail stewards to ride. And this is our overflow of bikes, if you would. And if the bicycles need repair, we bring them in from the trail and we'll swap it out with one here that's ready to go. Generally, we replace tires, fix flats, lubricate the chains, make sure they shift and brake okay. When we go over the bike, we check everything on it to make sure it's working properly. These bikes do get ridden way more than most people's personal bikes. These bikes are ridden 7 days a week by the trail stewards, and they could be getting anywhere from 300 to 500 miles a week put on. And most people don't ride their bicycles that much. So they go through the tires and the brakes and things like that, just normal wear and tear. The green, red, and yellow stickers, the green means this bike is ready to go, that it can be placed out on the trail and it's safe to use. A yellow sticker means we need to look at it and just check it out. And a red means do not ride, there's something wrong with it. The main thing for people to do is check their air pressure in their tires. We see a lot of people riding with underinflated tires. It's not safe, it can lead to a flat tire. And then lube the chain. A lot of people don't take care of the chain, and the chain and the tires get the most wear on a bicycle. Just please get it looked at yearly or so. If you ride it a good bit, take it to a competent mechanic and have them check it out. That you're safe riding in. And get out and enjoy the trails. That's what they're there for.
For more information, visit our website and follow us on social media. We're here in Parker's natural habitat, the park. Parker, where did you come from? Yeah, I don't know either. But don't you worry, we asked some community experts that exact question.
A tree that got overwatered and flooded and drowned, and then it turned into Parker. He came from my backyard.
I think he came from an ocean.
Parker came from the ocean. So I think he's from the woods.
I think he came to life because he started off as a seed, and after years he just got bigger and bigger until he became a tree.
Maybe 5 feet. 10 feet tall. 5 feet.
7, 8.
Taller than me.
Like about as tall as you. Bigger than that window.
I think Parker is probably like around 6 feet.
I think Parker is taller than security. I would ask him if he wanted to live with me. I would say hi. Hi. It kind of scares me. It looks a little scary.
This is Parker, right here. This is an apple tree with Parker. And this is, it's raining. And this is it's in an island in the ocean.
So the little one is the baby and the big one is your mom. It's very strong, so I drew a little red there. And then it gets less and less. The sun helps Parker grow. I messed up on the sun, and then I draw him right here growing up, and his legs and stuff like growing, and then he has leaves on him and an apple.
For more information, visit our website and follow us on social media.
We're here in the bike shop for the Trail Steward program, and what we're doing today is mostly doing some minor repairs, but a lot of the bicycles need to be checked out to make sure they're safe to ride. So while we're checking that out, let's talk about how you can do this for your bicycle at home. There's a very simple and easy way to remember. It's called ABC Quick Check. And the A and the B and the C stands for parts of the bicycle. Quick stands for quick releases, and the check is a check ride before you actually go out on the ride. Our A is going to stand for air. What we're going to do is we're going to grab our tires, we're going to try to squeeze the air. And if it's very squishy, we know we don't have enough air pressure. Always best to check it with a gauge, but you can check it just pretty much by grabbing it and squeezing it. And if you can depress your thumb into it, you've got too little air. B, you want to make sure your brakes stop you, all right, and they also release. So as you spin the wheel, hit the brake and make sure it stops, and then after you release the brake, make sure the wheel rolls again. Same thing with the back. Spin the wheel, hit the brakes, then make sure it spins again. C stands for this area right here called the crank. The crank is a very important part of the bicycle because this is where all your power goes into the bicycle. Imagine that you're standing on your pedals and you're powering into it, and all of a sudden something gives way and breaks loose. You go crashing down on the bike because it's almost as if the ground got jerked out from underneath you. The way to check the crank is simply grab both sides of the pedals and see if it'll wiggle at all. If it wiggles, something's wrong and you need to leave the bike alone. Quick releases. The bicycle has 3 of them most of the time, both wheels, okay, and your seat post. The way they work is they are just that. They open and shut with your fingers, and they're called quick releases. If for some reason they're not pushed down in the correct position, the wheel can come off. So make sure your quick releases, you tighten them with the quick release handle straight out until you get tension, and you fold it straight down and your quick release is set. And that's just the quick part of the quick releases. The last thing you do a check ride in your parking area, wherever you're staging from, wherever the trailhead is. Ride around, make sure all the gears work back and forth, that your brakes work properly, and there's nothing that seems wrong with the bicycle. You ride your bicycle enough, you know, wait a minute, something doesn't feel right. Don't go out on a trail till you figure out why.
For more information, visit our website and follow us on social media.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Homebodies. I'm your instructor, Mike K. And you want to get some abs? Well, I've got a workout for you. So today, we're going to do tummy Tabata. And a Tabata style workout's a little different. We're going to do 20 seconds of high intensity work followed by 10 seconds of rest. We've got 5 exercises up here on the board. We're gonna go through 8 sets of each exercise, non-stop. The clock keeps ticking, we keep working out. 1 minute break in between exercises, finish all 5 sets and we're done. If you're ready, I'm ready, let's get to it. All right, great job everyone. We finished the tummy Tabata workout. Remember, this is a 20-minute workout because we're doing 4 minutes of each exercise. The clock keeps running, working hard for 20 seconds and then taking a break for 10 and then getting right back into it. Hope you enjoyed this workout. Stick with us on Homebodies. We'll see you next week.
September is National Senior Month, and we stopped in at the historic Commander's House Adult and Senior Center. We had the honor of speaking with several participants. Hear what they had to say about our adult and senior programming.
Well, actually, I'm a newbie, and I'm impressed by the quality of the people that I've met here. Fantastic people, tremendous experiences, backgrounds. I've been involved with the tech activity where they teach us how to use the mobile phone, something that many of us need to catch up with, many of us elder people need to catch up with, myself included, obviously. And also the graphic art class. So it involves a lot of motor abilities and mental skills and imagination and visual abilities to express oneself. The relationship that is immediately and instantly developed, where we're not seen as discards, as throwaways from the society, as an elder, senior community, but rather they integrate us and they make us be part of an active society that becomes here like a big family.
Oh, I was invited by a friend and I got hooked. They had programs that I liked, like painting and painting. There are nice things around here, like exercises, singing and playing guitar, painting, and some write poetry. And down here they're teaching them different kind of design art, and I'm learning from that. I'm using that and adding it on to my own.
If I didn't have the Commander's House, I don't know what I would do. Just walking, because I used to be very active. I used to be a runner, and I hurt my ankle, my knee. You know, I could hear my bones pop, but now with all the exercising and meeting people and moving around, I feel so much better and healthier. So yeah, this is a good outlet for me.
This is actually, I started coming in March, I think. I'm more or less eating better now than I used to, so it's helped with my diet. I encourage other people to come. They'll like it. I'm sure, you know, like I said, I'm going to try to get into more activities here and, you know, do more things for the community and try to help them out here too if I can.
I'm walking distance from Frank Garrett, but I'd rather come over here, you know, because my girlfriend comes here. She's a long-time member. I decided to join and come over here. We get to sit down and eat and, you know, converse with all the other seniors. I haven't really had many activities, but I'm right now I'm taking the psychedelic drawing course, you know, which is, you know, I'm enjoying that, you know, and then of course with George and Marissa and the rest, you know, they make it fun.
Well, I really didn't have any plans on what I was going to do once I retired. I did a few things around the house, and you can only do so much housework. They took us to downtown during Fiesta. They took us on a bus, and we had, you know, we got to enjoy the day. You know, it just went off from there, and I started, you know, joining a lot of the other groups that they have here. You know, I look forward to coming out here just to see my friends, you know, and it just means a lot to be able to come out and socialize again.
For more information, visit our website and follow us on social media. Let's check in with Sandy Jenkins to learn about the latest park projects happening across the city. Sandy, take it away.
We are at MLK Park, and we have this wonderful new fishing pier. It's amazing to be here. Can you believe that we're in the middle of San Antonio? The improvements to MLK Park include 2 new pavilions, permanent restroom facilities, splash pad, additional parking, lighting. We have a nature trail that actually hugs the Salado Creek. Speaking of Salado Creek, it's right behind me, and I'm here at the new fishing pier, and this fishing area is somewhere where someone could bring their chair, an umbrella, take pictures, of course do some fishing. We recommend catch and release. It's an area that people can come and just have family time, quiet time, and we're here almost in the middle of the city, and it's like you're in the country. So speaking of fishing, we have actually Southside Lions, Miller's Pond, and actually Woodlawn Lake is another one. And fish are stocked there by Texas Parks and Wildlife. They do that on a pretty regular basis. And so at Miller's Pond, for example, we're gonna have a new fishing pier coming this year. And at Miller's Pond, you can fish and take the fish home, eat them, and just have a cookout. And it's just a wonderful place for families to come, gather, and try something new. You know, fishing is not something that everyone does, but it's something that you can try. If you like it, it's a nice way to relax. At Commander's House, we just rebuilt their kitchen. HEB is such a wonderful sponsor with us, and they actually host a nutrition program at lunch at Commander's House, and they cook fresh meals in the new kitchen. And so what that does is it offers a nutritional option for seniors to come, gather together, have a little social time, and that nutrition program is going to actually resume later this year. And it's something that's offered every day, and just everyone seems to enjoy it. Who can beat a fresh meal made by HEB?
For more information, visit our website and follow us on social media.
Hello and welcome to Quick Crafts. I'm David and today's activity is sponge stamping. Sponge stamping is a super simple activity that anybody can do. It's easy enough for little people, and you can make some pretty complicated things for people who are more advanced. For this activity, you will need some paper to stamp on, you will need some paint to stamp with, you will need some towels for cleanup, scissors, a marker, and a paintbrush, a paper plate for your paint to sit on, and the most important thing are some sponges. Now, I have sponges that are compressed, so they're easier to draw on and cut, but you can use a regular sponge from the market, and I've seen these in stores too. For the first step, you will need a marker and your scissors and your sponge. You're going to need to come up with a couple designs that you can draw onto your sponges that are easy enough to cut out. Now, after I've cut out my stamps, I'm going to use a little bit of water to reconstitute them, and then it's time to stamp. Now my sponges were flat, but if your sponges are already fluffy, you don't have to do this step. But I'm going to squeeze out all the water so they're as close to dry as possible before I stamp. When it's time for paint, decide what colors you want to use for each stamp and pour a small amount onto your disposable plates. Now, I chose a blue piece of paper because I'm making an underwater picture. But right before you start, make sure you have a paper towel handy to keep your fingers clean, and a brush might come in handy if you want to add some little details. Let's get painting and stamping. And there is my painting. I hope you had fun with this week's activity and you have an idea for what kind of sponge stamp you want to make. We will see you next time. Bye.
Like many San Antonians, Parker loves spending the day at the park enjoying the sunshine. Lunch just tastes better outside, surrounded by nature. When it's time to go, Parker always makes sure to clean up after himself. Whoa, sometimes the trash can is already full, but don't pile it on. Do the right thing and take your trash with you. Pack it in, pack it out. Help keep our parks clean.
For more information, visit our website and follow us on social media. We're at the demonstration garden at Phil Hardberger Park, where we caught up with Kelsey to learn more about how the City of San Antonio supports monarchs and pollinators.
Pollinators are important because they not only help to pollinate the beautiful flowers that we see in our natural area parks, but they're also responsible for pollinating a lot of the crops we rely on for food. We have a lot of pollinator gardens throughout natural areas. You can find pollinator gardens at Hardberger Park, Friedrich Wilderness Park, Eisenhower Park, and Medina River Natural Area. We also have them at urban parks throughout the city and at our Greenway trailheads. Monarchs are the official insect of Texas, and they're so important and so special because they migrate through Texas twice a year. We see them in the fall in September and October, and in the spring in March. And so they're migrating from Canada down to Mexico for wintering, and then they go from Mexico back up to Canada to breed. These pollinator gardens help support the Mayor's Monarch Pledge, which is a commitment by the City of San Antonio to take on initiatives that help support pollinator habitat and help educate residents on the importance of pollinators. So we work collaboratively with the Mayor's office and also with different nonprofits, groups, and just regular citizens throughout the city to support monarchs and pollinators. So if you love pollinators or monarchs, things you can do to support them is planting native plants and flowers around your home. So milkweed's a great one for monarchs. Monarchs rely on milkweed. They can't transform into a butterfly without it. The caterpillars eat the milkweed, and it's got a toxin that helps protect them from predators. There's a lot of native plants and flowers that you can use for landscaping that are drought tolerant. So in support of the Mayor's Monarch Pledge and the migration of the monarchs, there's going to be a Monarch and Pollinator Festival at Confluence Park in October, on October 16th. So there's going to be a lot of activities both for adults and children. We're going to have educational activities, there will be a parade, there's going to be monarch releases and food opportunities as well. Leading up to the Pollinator Festival in October, we're going to have educational events throughout September and October all across the city. You can find out more information at saparksandrec.com or at texasbutterflyranch.com. If you'd like to come out and check out the demonstration garden at Phil Hardberger Park, we're open 7 days a week. You can come anytime. If you'd like to support it, the garden is maintained entirely by volunteers with the Alamo Area Master Naturalists, and you can find out more information with them.
For more information, visit our website and follow us on social media.
Hello, and welcome to Simple Science. My name is Sydney, and today's experiment is called Dancing Raisins. The materials needed for this experiment is a type of clear soda, such as Sprite or 7-Up, some raisins, and then a clear cup. This experiment has 2 steps: putting your raisins in your cup and then adding in your soda. We're gonna try it with 1 raisin first, just to see what makes him wiggle. Look at him dancing in there. The reason that happens is because the carbon dioxide bubbles from the soda attach to him, acting as a floating device. Then, once all of those bubbles pop, he falls back down to the floor. You know what time it is now? It's time for a raisin dance party. These raisins wanted to join the dance party. Oh, not this one. That one's mine. It's a party in here. I hope y'all enjoyed this experiment, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
San Antonio, check out what's happening with your Parks and Recreation Department. Here are 3 things to try. Now is one of the best times to plant a tree in Texas. Add a little green to your yard by attending an upcoming tree adoption event. You'll receive a free tree and literature on how to properly care for it. Visit saparksandrec.com for more information. Join the fun and make new friends at one of our adult and senior centers. Participants can enjoy recreational activities, and education programming, and lots more. Visit one of our 4 centers that include the Commander's House Adult and Senior Center, Gill Community Center, Lions Field Adult and Senior Center, and last but not least, check out the new improvements at Granado's Adult and Senior Center. We know you've been waiting for this. We're excited to share the Salado and Leon Creek Greenway connection is almost completed. Soon, trail enthusiasts will be able to walk, run, or bike the connection. Visit saparksandrec.com for the latest. For more information, visit our website and follow us on social media. And that's our show. Thanks for watching. Be sure to visit saparksandrec.com to learn more about everything you saw on the show. See you next time.